My friends, hello and welcome back. Welcome back to you and welcome back to me. It's been a little while, but we are absolutely so back. And by that, I mean, I'm doing a video today. As you can see, the weather is horrible and that is amazing. It has been so hot and with my work schedule and with the temperature schedule, it has been hard to get out in the morning before it gets too hot. And the summer has just been my off season. That is just kind of the long and the short of it. It has not been the grind I hoped it would be, but that's okay. We're getting to fall soon. We're getting to winter soon. And for some reason, I can do it in the winter. I can just put in, I don't know what's going on, bro. I'm on that reverse schedule, but regardless, doesn't matter. We're back with a video today. We are going to be talking about the Cielo X1. I'm super pumped to bring this to you guys. I am not going to give away any of my thoughts about this shoe, so stay tuned. We are going to talk about it. I'm going to take this out on a quick run, and we're going to do some signature tests. We're going to do a little slap test, and I'm just going to give you my feelings while we're out there, give some thoughts while the shoes are actually on my feet. We'll come back, we'll talk about some statistics, and we will talk about some general overview things about this shoe, its competitors, and if it is heavy runner approved. So this is an expensive shoe, and this is it's kind of hard because it is a race shoe, but it's heavier than other race shoes. We're going to see if that matters. For me, as a heavier runner, when people say, oh, it's a heavy shoe, it doesn't usually bother me unless it's the Glycerin Max. I don't like that shoe, and it is heavy. But relatively, this shoe is still pretty light. So let's get it on the feet. Let's get out there. Let's talk about it. Welcome back to the video. Don't be sleeping on those electrolytes. With the trash weather, I hope that it isn't super windy. I know that in the last video, I had some pretty bad wind noise, and it was just me running around. So I hope it's not horribly windy. If it is, I will try to do my best to make the audio not sound horrible. But let's fill up the water so that we actually have cold water when we come back, and we'll be ready to go. Okay, something I will say right off the bat is that these are not the most stable shoes. I think comparable to the Adidas Adios Pro 3, those were a little bit not very stable, especially in the heel. These are more stable than that, but they're still not extremely stable. So if you're not used to shoes with a carbon plate, or you're not used to this like race style that is a little bit more unstable, especially in the back, just be aware of that. I just wanted to preface my thoughts about this video with that in front so that you understand where I'm coming from. If you want a stable race shoe, I know I don't have a video on this shoe, but the New Balance Elite V4 and I assume V5 are definitely the most stable race shoes that I've tried. I haven't tried the V5 yet, but I have tried the V4, so I assume the V5 is the same. Just putting that out there, just like so you understand where I'm coming from with this, and to preface my thoughts on how this goes. But I'm excited to get out there. It has started to rain, so some more trash weather, but it's awesome because it's not hot. And I don't have my sunglasses, so I'm not wearing my full uniform. You're gonna see my eyes. Weird. Okay, let's go. The first thing you're gonna notice when you put on these shoes is the bounce. I talk about bounce in a lot of shoes. Actually, I don't talk about bounce in a lot of shoes because as a heavy runner, the bounce that a lot of shoes give to regular runners is eliminated by my extra body weight. And so I don't find as many shoes to be as bouncy, but this shoe is still plenty bouncy. Especially for my running style, landing more mid-foot strike, I get a lot of that roll through, especially the architecture of the shoe. It's very curved, and then the carbon fiber plate is helping a lot with that propulsion as well. and you get just a nice roll off with each stride, a roll through really, and then a nice push off from the plate as well. Let's try to get some low angle shots here. Starting to feel the wind pick up a little bit. One thing I gotta say and mention, if you're not used to carbon plated shoes as well, is that it feels weird on your foot. It can be a little painful if you're not used to something being in the foam between you and the road. So just keep that in mind as well. I know this might sound dumb for those of you who have tried these shoes and love racing shoes and whatnot, but I know there's gonna be some of you out there who don't have a lot of experience with racing shoes or carbon fiber plated shoes in general. So I do need to throw that out there. This is actually kind of beautiful. I don't know if you can see this, but it's raining pretty good now, but the sun is out. It's like a perfect temperature. I'm having a good time. I'm just taking it nice and easy. You can tell from my breathing that this is pretty chill. We'll try to get some faster paces worked in here so I can just remind myself about how it feels under more of a race pace. But for now, we're just cruising along. I think I accidentally have been filming everything in slow motion, so let me just redo this. I was gonna try to run real quick. I've been working on bending my knees to try to actuate my knees a little bit more. I'm gonna film myself real quick just for my own understanding and see if I'm doing it, but also could be a good example of working on that. I'm gonna run like a normal shuffle run type thing first, and then I'm gonna run with my knees bent. So let's see how this goes. Well, I just watched the clip back and it doesn't look, I look dumb in both, so yeah, I'm trying to work on this as I'm trying to increase my speed and whatnot. I'm just trying to work on getting my knees bent, bringing them up towards my butt more. Because if you look at like professional runners, they're hitting like a 90-degree angle with their knees every time. And that's kind of impressive, especially when I look at my runs and I'm not even breaking 45. My legs are like almost straight. Yeah, I'd like to switch that up. So I don't even know if it makes a difference or if you could even tell. I tried to go exactly the same pace in both clips to be fair, but kind of looks exactly the same. So, oh well. Anyways, just crossing the road here. All right, let's keep going. I'm telling you, it's just the most beautifully awful day. We have not had one of these in so long. It's amazing. More thoughts on the shoes. It's kind of hard to tell, and I don't want that to come across as that I'm not impressed. I'm trying to find the right things to say. There's some sort of machinery going on over there, so I'm going to say nothing. I'm going to have more to say in the breakdown. I just feel good. There's like these weird, I don't run in carbon plate shoes a lot, so there's kind of like these weird aches and pains that just come with that territory. But honestly, I feel good. I've been running for a while. I don't feel that fatigued. I feel like I could go on. They don't feel heavy. Maybe if you're doing a marathon, but like, it's a marathon. You're gonna be tired. What shoe is not gonna feel heavy? So, I don't know. I don't really give a ton of credence to that. Sure, you know, factually, maybe it's heavier. But if you're a heavier guy, like I am, or a heavier woman, welcome to the channel. It doesn't really matter. The shoe weight is kind of irrelevant. It's still light enough. It's still quick enough, you know, for the paces that I'm traveling, it handles it just fine. You know, what I love about this shoe actually is that it's not very punishing. I can take it slow. I can take it like 11-minute mile pace. It's fine. It's great. I can also bring it up to 8.5-minute mile, 8-minute mile pace, and it's just singing right along. What's interesting about this shoe is that I don't feel that energy that some shoes have that pushes you to go faster than you're planning on going. I feel that with the Puma Mag Max sometimes. I definitely feel that with the Super Blast. I don't feel that here, but that's okay. Like, I don't need that in a shoe. But just so you're aware, it doesn't really work like that. It doesn't happen. What else we got? I mean, got some excellent trash weather, some excellent rain. This is fun. I'm so excited for fall. Oh, I love fall. I hate winter. I'm not a winter guy. Turns out I love running in the winter. I can always put on more clothes. In the summer, it's just too hot. I'm a big guy. I can't take off my extra insulation. Well, I could, but not at a moment's notice. Anyways, I'm getting off topic. Ever since the day of the Super Blast 2 video, I've been doing the slap test. These shoes are noisy. It also is a little noisy because the ground is wet, but here you go. On the plus side though, these shoes have excellent grip. The rubber is nice. And I'm having a great time. But they are a little noisy. I don't care, but I know some of you do. Okay, I'm soaked and it is awesome. I wanted to do some sprints. Maybe I'll do one regular one and I'll try one in slow motion. Just trying out different shots, seeing what works best. Okay, let's do it. Okay, just for the record, those full out sprints, like running full speed, I did have some traction issues in the water, but maybe don't run full speed in the rain. That might solve the problem. I'm not an expert though. Anyways, run is done. Let's break it down. Okay, friends, we're back. Whew. It is raining and we're standing outside in the rain. It's a beautiful day. These shoes, let's talk about them. So at first I want to talk about, it has been so long. Remind me, what are the 4 categories? We got value, we've got overexposed sky, let me fix that. We've got value, versatility, comfort, and durability. Value, comfort, durability, utility. Probably. Let's talk about the value. These shoes, MSRP $275, I think they were when they first came out. I'm not gonna pay that. I didn't pay that for these shoes. Don't pay that for these shoes. These are not the most current model. We have the Hoka Cielo X1 2.0. That's out. That's probably selling for $275. I don't even know if I'd pay $200 for these. If you could find these on eBay for $200 or less, I would say that the value's there. If you're paying over $200 for these, I think that there's probably better options that aren't so expensive, but that's just my opinion. If you gotta have these shoes and you're gonna pay $500 for them, I'd tell you to just get the Switch too, but you can get these. You can get these. let's talk about the durability of these shoes. I have quite a few miles in these. I didn't check right before I hit record, but I've probably got over 50 in these. We're looking pretty dang good. The rubber itself is a pretty solid and durable rubber. I'm actually not seeing like any wear on the rubber itself. You've got some exposed foam. If you're a heel striker, you're probably gonna chew this up a little bit. I'm not having particular issues with that. I do just have some discoloration from dirt, but that's about it. Like these shoes, they're fairly durable for a race shoe, particularly when we're talking about it in that context. They're very durable. So durability is a plus. Value, it's a mixed bag. If you can get them for the right price, they're okay value. Durability is good. That adds to the value a little bit because you are going to get a lot of life out of these. You can use these to train and to race. Kind of helps your value score a little bit, but it is what it is. Let's talk about comfort. This thing is a snug fit. I mean, in traditional racing style shoe, that makes sense. But this opening right here, like these laces are like the crossing guard laces. Like these things are reflective and they are not stretchy. What is stretchy, however, is the inside of the shoe. But you do have the tongue. Do you see how it kind of goes all the way down and wraps underneath the sides of the foot? That really is encompassing your foot in like this sock-like grip. If you don't like that, I don't know what to tell you. These shoes are built that way, and that's how it is. It is a little bit of a narrow fit, but I don't have wide feet, so it never bothered me. With how unforgiving these laces are, they're very durable, but they're also not stretchy at all. If I tie this shoe too tight across the top, I do get some pain out here. So it is just like any other shoe. Kind of depends on how you tie it and how you use it. But I didn't have any noticeable fit issues for me. I usually wear a 12.5. This is a 13. I kind of just fluctuate between 12.5 and 13, especially on these older model year shoes. You kind of just get what's available. So the 13 fits me just fine. Honestly, I don't know if I would go down to 12.5. Again, I usually wear 12.5. This 13 is great. I don't think they have it actually, now that I'm thinking about it. I don't think Hoka does race shoes in 12.5. So if you are 12.5, go with the 13. It fits fine. So that's the fit and the comfort. Let's talk about versatility. That goes hand in hand with durability as well. The thing is, you're gonna be able to use this for a lot. You're gonna be able to use this for slower, long efforts. You're gonna be able to use this for faster tempo, longer efforts as well. I think the one place where this shoe is really not gonna shine for you is like a fast 5K or maybe even a fast 10K. I could still use this for a 10K, but if I was gonna use a 5K, I think that's where the limits of this shoe actually do get pushed. This 37 mil stack height and the weight as well. I just think if you're trying to go full out for 3 miles, there are lighter options and a little bit stabler options and faster options. But anything else, I mean, this is a pretty versatile shoe, especially for us as heavy runners. We can get a lot out of these shoes. If they're built the right way, we can get a lot out of them. This rocker right here, this Hoka rocker, is crazy. You definitely feel it. I'm landing like right here. I can feel it pushing me through. The reason that I'm not trying out the Cielo X1 2.0, the most current version, is because of this cutout. For me, with this cutout on the outside, this is no problem for me. It's saving weight, obviously. This is a heavy shoe. You've got the exposed carbon up here and up on the toe as well. Doesn't bother me at all. With the cutout here, I tend to roll inward, if anything, so this is fine. The X1 2.0 has a cutout on this side, and I already know that I'm gonna potentially collapse that shoe inward and cause all kinds of problems. So that's why I picked these up. That's why I wanted to try these. That's why I'm bringing them to you, because I also think they're a better suggestion. They're gonna be cheaper because they're an older model, and this design I think is very important, that it flares out this way. I think most of us tend to kind of roll this way, especially at heavier body weights. I don't know though, can't speak for everyone. If you roll this way, I have no idea how this cutout is going to affect you, but for me, it was fine. Any other side notes by the end? You've got decent padding here. This is very like streamlined in the back, but you do have some padding here, like in the heel cup It's fine. The footbed is fine as well. Yeah, so honestly, like I said, I think these are Heavy Runner approved. And I say I think because it very much depends on how much you pay for them. If you're gonna pay over $200, I'm just gonna say pass on these. You can get other shoes. You can get the New Balance Elite, Super Comp Elite, whatever, you know what I'm talking about. V4 or V5 even. I think that it's pretty comparable to this. It's going to be less expensive than these are, and you're gonna be fine. Other shoes, I don't want to say the Super Blast 2, but I do want to say that. What I am going to say is that obviously Super Blast 2 is not a racing shoe, but I do get a lot of similarities in terms of the stack height, in terms of the foam, how it feels on your feet with the density of the foam. Super Blast 2, $200 as well. You're going to get just as versatile of a shoe, maybe a tiny bit less fast, but the foam is so good in that, especially for us as heavy runners. It's hard to recommend this over. If you're buying this at $275 and the Super Blast 2 at $200, this is not, you know, $75 better. If you know percentages, I tried to calculate the percent of that fast enough and I just didn't have the answer for you. But it's not that much better that I would say $75 is worth it for this. You got other race shoes as well. Like I mentioned, you could pick up the Adidas AP3. You might even be able to pick up the AP4 for less than this. You know, like, don't pay $275 for this. Pay $200 or less, and if you know what you're getting into, it's fun. I do love the little mermaid shine. It's a very fun shoe. It's a bouncy shoe. It is a fast shoe if you want it to be. It's also an easy shoe. Well, not an easy shoe, but it can do kind of slower paces if you want it to as well. Just don't pay that much money for it. It's not worth it. This is just how Hoka goes. They just they're like, dude, take out a second mortgage, buy our shoes. Don't do that. Just wait a little while like I did for these and you're good to go. Anyways, I'm gonna call that a potentially Heavy Runner approved. The shoe itself is good, just don't pay too much money for it. Again, just stressing that as much as I can. See if you can pick it up on the used market. See if you can pick it up just from retailers selling it at discounts because it's old, and you'll be happier. Anyways, thanks for coming back to a Heavy Runner video. It's been a little while. The rain has stopped and I'm excited to just enjoy this beautiful day. I'm gonna eat some food because I always run fasted. Almost always I'm running fasted. I don't know why. I'm just started that way and that's how it is. If you haven't gotten out there in a while, get out there. Get in a run and let me know how it goes. Let me know how it feels. Run your miles, count your calories, and get your sleep. And we'll all get healthier together. Anyways, that's all I got for you guys today. I hope you enjoy your wonderful day. I hope you get out and run. And if your area looks as trash weather as mine, I hope you enjoy it and take advantage of it and get some good miles in. That's it for me. I will see you guys sooner than later. So be on the lookout. I got the Vomero Plus coming in. So stay tuned. We'll see you guys later.